All right, guys. Can you guys hear me? Everybody hear me?
Yes.
All right, perfect. All right, so I got a good one for us today. Monday, for those who are in the office, I'm going to kind of pick up where I left off at, like I said. And for the guys who are on this call virtually, and it's your first time, where I'm kind of going to break down annuities, IULs, and some of these advanced planning. Um, it's very, very important. We're in very, very important times now. You know, the pandemic, a lot of different things that are, a lot of different things that are going on around us. Gas prices are higher than they ever been. A lot of people are out of jobs, and a lot of people are afraid that the economy is going down in a negative way. But more importantly, the biggest thing that we got to look at is that the stock market is going to take a hit, right? It's been up at its highest point, and it's been taking hits every day. So a lot of people are afraid of what's going on with their 401ks and their retirement. So I believe right now, everybody in our agency, whether you're brand new in the business or you've been with us for 2 years, we should be picking up at least 2 statements a month and find at least 4 IUL opportunities. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explain the difference between the two, and then I'm going to kind of go into depth on how to find it, because I don't think it's really important for you guys to know so much about it, but how to find it, right? And it's really simple how you find it, and the appointment is really simple. The first thing is annuities is for people who have money. So your people for your annuities are going to be people who have their money in the market. Who has their money in the market? People that want to retire, people that work city jobs, work regular jobs, they have a 401k. Almost everybody with a decent job has a 401k that comes out of their check every single month, right? People from the age of 50 to 70 have an average of about 120,000 to 800,000 sitting in their 401ks. I know that's a wide range, but that's just money just sitting in their 401ks. The average payout for your agent, for you guys, is well, not the average, the base is 5%. So Monday, I just gave some few verbiage on what to say in the house, and Trey was able to find his first annuity. And Trey, can you unmute for me real quick?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Trey. Trey,
can you hear me?
You felt?
Yeah,
I can hear you. I can hear you, Trey.
Oh,
can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, Trey. How old are you, Trey?
I'm 18.
18. What were you doing before this, real quick?
I used to work at Nordstrom. I was a salesperson.
All right. 18, no experience in this business. Definitely no experience talking about money, right?
Nah, not really, not at all.
Do you remember the acronym that I told you to ask the client when you was talking about the annuity on Tuesday?
Yes, I do.
I can't hear you, Trey. You're breaking up on me. Trey, you're breaking out on me, Trey. Trey, you're breaking out on me, Trey. All right, guys, while Trey trying to get his connection, I'm going to just fill y'all in on the story. Trey sat with an older gentleman. I told him to just simply ask, what is his goal for retirement? Or what is his goal for his money sitting on the sidelines? And he said, and I asked very specifically, Gliss, if y'all guys have a pen or paper, write this down right now. this is going to be your most important thing when it comes to picking up annuities. And you're going to sound like an expert, and you're going to get all the information I need. So when you call me or your upline to get your illustration, it's GLIS, 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 GLIS. Let's say it one more time. GLIS, GLIS. It stands for growth, legacy, income, and safety. Say it again. Growth, legacy, income, and safety. You're going to ask your client, when it comes to your money, and you should already have this on your inventory sheet. When it comes to your money that you have for your retirement, what's your number one, what's the most two important out of those four? Growth, legacy, income, or safety? They're going to say growth and legacy, legacy and safety, income and safety. Anytime they use safety, then you know they got some money, right? Because everybody wants to have their money protected. They want to keep what they have safe, right? Whether it's 50,000 or 500,000. The moment they say that, your next follow-up question is, how much of your portfolio is insured? How much of that money is insured? From a scale of 1 to 10, what is your risk tolerance? 1 being you take your money and you have 2 shotguns and 10 guard dogs. 10 being that you take your money and you take it to Vegas and drop it on red. You're willing to gamble it all. They usually say 5. All right? They usually say 5, y'all. When they say 5, you're going to respond. If they say 6, doesn't matter what they say. You're going to respond. Okay. Right now you have 300,000 in your account. Are you okay that if tomorrow you wake up and 50% of it is gone, meaning you lose 150? They're all going to say no. So I'm assuming if I ask you that question again, you'll probably say your risk tolerance is 1 at this point. And they'll say, yeah, I don't want to lose none of it. All right. This is where you end the conversation. And this is where you pick up the statement. Hey, there are some new things out here that we work with that can give you 0% chance of loss, meaning you won't lose no money, but you'll meet that risk tolerance of 1, but you'll still be able to gain in the market. I would love to show you what that looks like for you when I come back to get the policy receipt, or we can set up a second appointment. What I would need is your statement so that I can see where the money is and we can run it through legal. And use the word legal, right? Because we have a legal team, it's called AMS at Family First Life, where you literally take the statement, run it through them, and they give you illustrations. You'll say legal. Now, guess what? All this word I'm going to say. Once you get finished GLIS, you call me, call your upline, and we're going to go through this whole process with you and with the client on speaker. And we're going to help you sell it. I'm going to say I'm going to run it through legal to make sure that it's suitable. The only way we can show you an illustration is that if it puts you in a better position than you are now, meaning it's going to make you more money and not lose any money, we'll put you in a better position. So I'm gonna need you to go grab that statement for you. Now I'm going to say that, Trey, if you're not too mumbled, I would like you to unmute one more time, because I kind of want you to walk them through the process of what it's like to be in your first appointment where you're picking up, talking about money, and how you were able to find out that he had 300,000 in his account, and we set an appointment for Tuesday to potentially go back and write that 300,000 annuity, which will give a net commission of 15,000.
All right, can you hear me?
I can hear you. So Trey, first off, I want to ask you, how easy was it talking about the money?
It was easier than easy. It was like nothing to sweat at all. You got all these nerves before you go in there because you can make a lot of money, but when you get there, like it was like the easiest thing. It was easier than selling final expense, in my opinion, because it was just like the easiest conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't expecting it, and the man knew exactly what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to grow his money. I used that acronym, and he told me to grow, right? Because he had annuities in the past before. So he told me if I can find something that grows his money, he's 100% gonna do it. But if not, then he's out. So it was easy.
Nice. If y'all got questions, just drop them in the chat. Drop them in the chat. Just type them in the chat. Or you can raise your hand at the end and I'll get to you. But Trey, all right, so we got past that. It was very easy having that conversation, talking about the money. I want to ask you, Trey, how much did you say before you called me and I kind of sealed the deal for you?
All right, so honestly, he was doing most of the talking. This was like one of the most talkative clients I had, but I didn't have to say much. I go in there, I knew he wanted an annuity. Right, so I asked him, like, was it in a 401k, was it a job plan? You know, do you have like where was the money at? You know what I'm saying? And then I broke down the acronym GLIS. And then as soon as he said that, I just had to call you and you did everything on the phone. You know what I'm saying? It was easy as that. I didn't have to like know a lot about an annuity or anything. Just the GLIS acronym, and then you helped out on the phone.
You did a GLIS act. All right, so guys, everybody on the call who's wondering, like, do I got to know everything Kyrie just said? Do I got to be that knowledgeable? No. All you got to do is hit him with the GLIS acronym. What out of these four, what's the two most important things? Growth, legacy, income, and safety. Then call me. Tell me what's the most two important things for them, and then I'll take it from there. And by you doing that and picking up statements, you're going to get better and better, and you're going to learn how to do it. And guess what? If we go back and close this on Tuesday, Trey still makes $15,000, and he didn't know crap about what he's talking about. I want to do all the selling. So guys, I just want to teach you how to find the opportunity. So the number one thing you want to do is when you're in the house, you want to fill out your financial inventory sheet. Some of you are going to find out if they have 401ks or IRAs or things there. Some of you won't, because some clients are just not going to give you that information right there. What you're going to do at the end of your appointment, whether you make the sale or don't make the sale, is you're going to say, hey, I'm a full financial specialist. Don't say advisor, because that's not true. You're a specialist. I specialize in life insurance, mortgage protection, wealth accumulation, and retirement planning. I specialize in retirement planning. Wealth accumulation is going to get you your IULs, which I'm going to get into next. But being a retirement specialist is what you're going to do. You're going to let people know what you do. You'll be surprised how many people you let know what you do, and they be like, man, I've been looking for somebody to help me with my retirement. What do you do? All Trey did was let the guy know that he don't only do life insurance, he do retirement planning, or he deal with retirement. And the guy just started going off on how he wanted annuity and how he knew about it and how he just didn't know the right one to pick. So you just got to be really good at letting people know what you do, right?
Can I add one thing right there real quick too? Because
sure.
When I was on the phone, when people said they already got it covered or they weren't looking for life insurance, what I did was I didn't stop there, because we don't do just final expense or something like that. So I talked about we do more protection, we do annuities and future income planning. And that's when he told me he was looking for an annuity. So if I didn't ask that, I would not have gotten to that man's house, because I was calling him about life insurance. So whenever they say, you know, I wasn't looking for life insurance, then I posed that question. And that's how I got him to tell me that he looked for an annuity. And then from there, it's just easy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say that.
So like you said, just to confirm what I said, literally all you did was open your mouth and let people know what you do. You found yourself in an annuity opportunity, potentially might be picking up a $300,000 check, making $15,000. And it might be easier than selling it might be your easiest sell that you had since you've been here. I mean, you only been here a couple months, but it might be your easiest sell that you had so far. And to be honest with you, most of the appointments go that way. So one more thing you want to keep in mind is what happened in 2008, right? A lot of you, some of you are young on this call. Some of you are 18 and to 21, right? And y'all don't really know exactly what happened in 2008. And it doesn't matter. Everybody, 90% of the people you're going to sit with are going to know what happened in 2008, whether they were affected or somebody was else affected. What happened is the market crashed. So when the market crashed, you had people who were working at the same job for 30 years lose half of their retirement in one day. Meaning they had 400,000 in their 401k, 800, 200 in their 401k. Overnight, they lost 30%, 40%, 50% of their portfolio. And people were killing themselves. They were jumping off bridges. Because can you imagine if you went to work at a job and you were an electrician for 30 years and you're retiring in 2 years, and then you lose half your money, meaning that you won't be able to retire until another 15 years when you're 85 or when you're 90 or when you're 75. That's crazy. So most people today are afraid that this is going to happen again. And newsflash, it is going to happen again. We just don't know if it's going to happen tomorrow or it's going to happen the next day. And like Janae said, it's slowly happening right now. People are losing. I talked to a client the other day after I finished writing her insurance policy, and I told her that same pitch. And you know, she said, you know what? I've been really worried about my 401k. I just don't know what to do. I said, have you lost any money in the last 6 to 12 months? She said, yes. I lost 14,000. She said, I had 162,000 in my account. Now it's 148. What do? I don't know what to do. Because if I take it from my 401k and put it in the IRA, it's still in the market. So I don't know what to do. I'm retiring in 2 years. So long story short, I told her, these are the 3 things you need to know that annuity does. And I'm going to move on to IULs, and we're going to get deeper into the annuities. I'm going to do more trainings, and hopefully you guys are picking up statements. So the next time I talk about annuities, you guys will be asking questions or giving more testimony stories. But what our annuity do in a nutshell is it gives you no potential of loss, meaning you can't lose $1. Uses the power of zero. Zero is the hero. If the market goes down 10 points, you lose nothing. 100 points, you lose nothing. It lets you gain interest in the same market that you were already in. And then sometimes it gives you a bonus, which can be 5%, 10%. And I've seen them up to 20%. Meaning if someone transfers over 100,000, they can get a bonus of up to 20%, where now they got $20,000 free money before they even start growing their money. It's easier to sell than life insurance. It's way easier. Now I'm gonna end with the annuities. If you guys have questions, just save them at the end, type them in the chat. I want to move to IULs, and I want to keep this call condensed, but I want to move to IULs because that's the other sector. That's wealth accumulation. Annuities are for people who have the money and want to keep it protected. IULs are for people who want to grow their money. So when you give that GLIS analogy, anytime they say income, then they pretty much want to grow their money. So your next thing you want to know, if they say income and legacy, then they probably don't have much money and they just want to grow something. So then that's when you might want to pivot to an IUL. But long story short, your IULs is wealth accumulation. I told Nico just to talk to people about an account that you can grow your money at interest as a retirement account, a tax-free account. 3 things you want to remember. You got 3 buckets, right? Tax now. So you want to write this down, guys. Tax now, tax later, and tax never. You guys want to get this book. You guys want to be a student of your business, right? It's a very easy read. It's by Patrick Kelly. It's a national bestseller. It's called Tax-Free in Retirement. His other book is Stress-Free in Retirement. Stress-free is for annuities. Tax-free is for IULs. Now, you can literally start a conversation just like this. Hey, most people in America are really afraid that a lot of people aren't retiring properly. Have you ever had an uncle or somebody you know who retired from their job, but they still work security for money? Or they still pick up a part-time job at Walmart? Or they just don't live comfortably in retirement, right? I mean, we can probably think of somebody right now, right? We all can. And everybody you talk to can. So people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan, right? So here's what we do. Patrick Kelly, perfect. Thanks for being in the chat, Curve. So here's what we do. There's 3 buckets into growing your money for your retirement. Tax now, tax never, tax now, tax later, and tax never. How do you access the tax never? That's your IUL. We're going to allow you to take your money, throw it into an insurance policy that's going to give you a couple million or a couple $100,000 of immediate insurance, which will exchange pennies for dollars. So meaning you pay the same amount of money that you were paying for your 401k or your IRA, but you're going to also have an immediate death benefit of maybe $500,000 or $1 million or more. That's your legacy. But we're doing it for growth. You're going to be able to compound interest on that money the same way you would do with your 401k with higher interest rates. So that, I'm sorry, guys, the interest rates that you're going to get are going to be very high. So you're going to gain more money in interest and you're going to pay less in taxes. Do you know if you have to pay 15% of 100,000, that's 15,000. When you start to make more money in a different tax bracket and grow more capital gains, you can pay up to 30 to 40%. So 40% on 100,000 is 40,000. So if you compound that over 10 years, the person who pays nothing in taxes in his retirement will have at least a couple 100,000 more than the person who has taxes. And that's a real key when it comes to your retirement. That's a real key when it comes to your retirement. Because that can be the difference between you retiring at 50 and retiring at 65. Retiring at 65 and retiring at 80. Right? It can be the difference between you having $3,000 a month coming in your retirement and $10,000 coming in a month for your retirement. We all know the other side of the person, that when they get in retirement, they travel more. They enjoy time with their family more. They're not stressing about money. The goal is to live better in your retirement than you live while you're working. Now, all of these things that I'm telling you is just to give you a better premise, but it all starts with a few simple phrases. There's 3, how you open up a conversation about IULs is there's 3 type of ways to plan for retirement, or 3 type of ways to grow money. Tax now, tax later, or tax never. Which one would you like to do? Tax never. All right, well, listen, I would love to show you how you can grow your money tax-free with compound interest. Is that something you're interested in? Sure. And then you bam. If you got somebody that's really analytical, you tell them, hey, look up this book called Tax Free and Retirement by Patrick Kelly. Read chapter 18, then call me. Chapter 18 is going to tell them everything they need to know about IULs and why it's very important to retirement and why a lot of Americans are not retiring properly. No, that's it. I just wanted to give you guys an opener, a bridge to start the conversation about IULs, to pick up statements for annuities. It's literally simple. Just opening your mouth, letting people know what you do. And I promise you, in these times, everybody on this call should at least get 2 statements for annuities. Should get at least 4 to 5 IUL conversations. And if you can get the conversations, I'll do the rest for you. If you can get the statements, I'll do the rest for you. Your upline will do the rest for you. AMS will do the rest for you. And the average commission for annuities is anywhere between 10 plus grand. IULs, Nico, Nico, are you on the call? Martin? All right. Martin, he just got paid his commission for one of his IULs. It was $14,562. He has another one that'll be paid again, hopefully in another week, for the same amount. That's $30,000 in 2 houses. Think about if you pick up Trey, annuity, if we submit it, will be worth $15,000. So just think about if you get one IUL or one annuity a month, that's $15,000 of commission in your pocket, which allows you to breathe and learn the business better. What if you pick up 2 or 3? What if you get really good at this? Now it's game over. Then it's game over. So this is something that we really got to be conscious on doing. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to have all the literature or all the the proper wording. Just simply know how to start the conversation by opening your mouth and mentioning what you do. Any questions? Anything anybody want to add?
I got a question. Just so when I'm in the house, can you ask a question about the 401k? Do you ask how much is in it? Like, when you ask about the 401k, after, like, you do application?
Trey, I heard, that's you, Trey, right?
Yeah, I'm getting my hair done right now, so it's pretty loud, my bad.
All right, I heard something about, can you type it in the chat? Just type it in and then I'll read it. I ain't really get that. While Trey's typing that, anybody else have any questions, type it in. Lee, I see you have your hand raised. Go ahead, talk.
Say hi to Daddy.
Hi, Dad.
What's up, bud?
Hi, Mommy.
All right, hold on, Kyle, sit back. That's all?
Hi.
Yes, that's all funny. Hi.
Hi.
That's my little man, y'all. If y'all don't know, I got 3 boys. That was my baby boy. All right, so should you ask about how much is in the 401k in the financial inventory or after the act? I will ask in the financial inventory. Sometimes they're gonna give it to you, sometimes they won't. At the end of the day, if you get it, then you got that information in there so that when you get to the end of the application, you can literally say, hey, I noticed you have a 401k. Now, I wouldn't ask how much is in the 401k. I would ask if they have one, right? Then you can go back at the end after you sold the policy or didn't sell the policy and tell them, hey, I'm a full financial specialist. I specialize in life insurance, mortgage protection, wealth accumulation, and retirement planning. I'm a retirement planning specialist. How much of your 401k portfolio is insured? None of them ever going to know what that means. So you're going to have to break it down in layman's terms. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your risk tolerance? 1 being that you don't want to lose 1 penny, 10 being that you don't mind if you lose it all, but you win a high gain. About a 5. And then that's when you hit them with, if tomorrow you lose 50% of the portfolio, are you okay with that? If they say no, which most of them say no, then that's when you say, well, there is a vehicle where you can have 0% of loss and have all up potential of gaining, plus get a bonus on whatever is in your portfolio between 5 to 20%. And if you have 100,000, you can get a bonus up to 5,000 to 20,000 on that per 100,000. Is that something you would like to know more about? Of course, yeah, why not? Well, listen, this is what I'm gonna do. Let's set another appointment for me to come back when your policy comes, for me to kind of give you some literature and kind of just show you what that looks like for you. Fair enough? Yeah. In fact, just to make it easy, because anytime, and then this is when you call me, and this is when I'm talking. By this time, I'm talking for you. Hey, by the way, to make it easy for us, anytime we give an illustration, we have to run it through our legal team. And I'm doing all this talking. You don't have to know this. So I need a statement so that we can see how much you lost in the last 6 to 12 months, and that we can make sure that we put you in a better financial situation. So by the time I come back, I'll have a full illustration that we'll sit down and go over, and I'll kind of give you the pros and cons. Fair enough? Yeah. They're going to go get the statement. You're going to get the statement. You're going to leave the house. I'm going to come back on you in the second appointment, or you're going to go back on it. You're going to talk to me. We're going to prepare the illustration, and you can go back in the house, call me, and I'm going to talk again, and I'm going to sell it. Your first couple annuities and IULs, I'm going to sell for you. I sold Nico IULs. He's made 30 grand off it. I'm going to sell Trey Annuity. He's going to make 15,000 off it. I mean, all you got to do is just get good at asking the question. That's it. I see something in the chat. Trey, I think I see
3 questions in there.
All right. Should you ask? All right, I already got that. And do you get higher commissions on IULs or annuities? Also, all right, I'm gonna answer that question real quick. It depends, right? It's circumstantial. So don't get too wrapped up on, do you get higher commissions on IULs or annuities? That's like saying, do you get higher commissions on final expense or mortgage protection? It depends. You can write a final expense policy for $200 a month and write a mortgage protection for $50 a month. You can get paid more on the final expense because they're paying $200 a month. Same thing with the IULs. You can do an IUL where they do a $20,000 for the year dumping. You're gonna get paid more on that. They could be paying $500 a month for the IUL. You're gonna be getting paid good on that. You can get somebody that has annuity where they only have 50,000 that's transferred over. You're not going to get that much on that. You're going to pay. You can have somebody that pay $1 million. Am I still there, Scott? You have somebody paying $1 million into funding their annuity, and you get 50,000 for that. So don't get wrapped up on the commission. Let's just get good at finding the statements, and whatever the person has in their account, they have in their account. Whatever the budget is, they can invest monthly or yearly to fund their IUL. That's what they have. Also, how do your commission on annuities go up to? I'm at 5%, which is the base. Yes, you go up to 10%. How you go up to 10% is how your comp goes up in every single way in this business. If you write $20K a month, boom, your commission level goes up. If you write $100,000 in annuity, I think it's every million your comp moves up a point.
Yeah, that's correct, Kyrie. Hey, Kyrie, we can't hear you.
This call is recorded, so you will be able to listen to it again. But don't try to get my wordplay down pat. That's from experience. Just understand GLIS, which you should have wrote down. Understand there's 3 buckets of taxation when you're growing money. And those 2 things will start your conversation. And the third thing, let everybody know what you do. Your wealth, you specialize in wealth accumulation, you specialize in retirement planning. Just let people know. That's those three things. You do those three things, I promise you, right now in this economy, with what's going on, every time you turn on CNN, they talking about 401ks. Every time you turn on the news, they talking about, retirement planning for baby boomers. So they're worried. They scared. Trust me. You ain't got to put the fear there. They already scared. All you got to do is let them know you offer a solution. The problem is there. That's all I got for you guys. If there's anything you need, make sure you reach out to me. Make sure you reach out to Genesis. Make sure you reach out to your upline. It's time to grow. Just from doing that, everybody on this call should quadruple their income monthly in production. And if you need help, call me and I'll help you. All right, guys, that's it. Pleasure being in business with everybody on the call. Can't wait till we all take it to this next level.
Thank you.
Thanks. Great. Good information. Thank you.
Thanks,